Hello students, I am Omkar Deshpande, lecturer, Department of Commerce, KLS, Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. We have started with the topic business environment from previous lecture. Now we'll go to the next concept in the business environment, that is importance of business environment. Before we go with the importance of business environment, let's understand in simple what is business environment. Business environment means all of the internal and external factors that affects how the company functions, including employees, customer, management, supply and distribution, and business regulations. I can give a small example for it. A change in the taxes by a government can make the customer buy less. Hence, the business has no involvement in initiating the change in it, but still they have to adopt in order to survive or use the opportunity to make the profit. It can be said that business environment is the most important aspect of any business. To be aware of an ongoing changes not only helps the business to adapt to these changes but also to use them as opportunity. Business environment present threats as well as opportunity for any businesses. A good business manager not only identify and evaluate the environment but also react to these external forces. Now let's study the first point. It enables a firm to identify opportunity and getting the first mover advantage. Now it has been said that as a business manager, he always behind the opportunity. Whenever he get an opportunity, he is going to grab that opportunity. He will be the first mover in it. Okay, if he moves in the first direction, then definitely it will help him to survive for a long period of time. Okay, but if he leaves it, then his competitor will come, he will overtake it. So that is what about as a business manager, he is always behind the opportunity and try to grab it, and he will be the try to move the first mover. Okay, now opportunity refers to the positive external trend. Now these opportunities are purely external trends or a change that will help a firm to improve its performance. It always helps the firm to improve its performance. Environment provides numerous opportunity for a business success. Every environment, it always provides the n number of opportunity for the business. Earlier identification of opportunity helps an enterprise to be the first to exploit them instead of losing them to the competitors. As a business and as a businessman, when he first try to move it out. If he did not take, then the competitors will overtake it. So that's what about, he's the first person who try to identify opportunity and grab it out. Okay, I can give a small example. If you see Maruti Udyog, a car manufacturing company who is a leader in the manufacturing small cars in India, because it is the first to recognize that the need of small cars in the environment. Because now see, the petrol prices are go on rising it, and large number of middle class and lower middle class people will be there in our country. So for them, these small cars will definitely help. So that is by keeping this intention, they are the first people who recognize it and who moved. That is a leader who moved forward. That is the reason what happened. Now Maruti Udyog is the largest small car manufacturer in India. Okay. Second one, it helps the firm to identify threats and earlier warning signal. In the first point we saw where it create an opportunity, but the second point is threats. Even it creates sometimes threats because environment is not constant, it keeps on changing. But whatever the changes are taking place, definitely going to affect to the organization. So that is what in the form of threat it affects it. Okay, now threat refers to external environment. Even opportunity is the external environment, and as well as threat is the external environment. Trends to change that, it will hinders a firm's performance. Beside opportunity, environment happens to be the source of many threats. Environment awareness can help the manager to identify various threats on the time and survive as an early warning signal. Now as in the environment, even it create a threats, like how opportunity create, even it create a threats also. They both are external in nature. But what happen whenever any kind of a threats comes, that will definitely earlier warning signal which will be given. With the help of that, what happened, we can take a precaution, we can manage the activity, and we can change if any necessary things arises. Okay, I can give a small example for this. When foreign MNCs wants to enter into Indian market with a new substitute, it's a warning signal for an Indian firm, so that they can prepare themselves to avoid the threat by improving the product good qualities, by reducing the cost of production, and more advertisement which they can do it. Third point is, it helps in trapping a useful resources environment, is a source of various resources for running the businesses. Arrangement of resources are very important, because now from environment we take a resources, all the resources which are there, like machines, raw material, these are the things, power and water, labor, all this we take from the environment. Now what we are going to do, we all together we put it into input and process. They are like an input for us, and we do the processing, then output in the form of finished good, for whom we are going to sell. We are going to sell it to the, and we are going to sell it to customers, those who are there in the environment. So that is what, but we take from environment and also we have to give to the environment. Okay, to encourage in all types of activity, a business enterprise assembles various resources called input, like finance, machines, raw materials, power and water, labor, etc., from its environment, including franchises, government and supply. So these are the resources. Arrangement is very important in the environment. And fourth point is, it helps in coping with the rapid changes. So whatever the rapid changes are taking place in the organization, where we need to manage it out everything according to changes, whatever the changes are taking place, it's a positive thing for the industry. Even we can do the improvement, we can bring the new technology. So this is what about it always helps us to update ourselves in the business. Today's business environment is getting increasingly dynamically, where changes are taking place at a fast pace, a slow level of changes which will be always taking place in the environment. It's not a fact of change itself that is so important as a piece of changes. Now what are the changes are taking place, according to changes we need to adjust. It's a positive trend which help us to improve the performance. And fifth point, it helps in assisting planning and policy formation. Now since environment is a source of both opportunity and threats for a business enterprise, its understanding and analysis can be the basic for deciding the future course of action, planning or taking guidelines for decision making policy. Now if you see the environment, it's a both the side. One side opportunity is also there, other side threat is also there. Both are external in nature. Now what as a business enterprise he's going to understand the situation, he's going to analyze it. On the basis of that, he's going to decide that his business in future, what is going to happen, what is going to happening. So that is what he's going to think it about it. On the basis of that, he started planning, he started giving the training, he started giving the guidance for the decision making or framing of the proper policies. Now you can give, for instance, entry of a new player in the market. Whenever new firm enters into the market, which means more competition, definitely more competition will take place whenever the new firm enters into the market. It may enterprise think afresh about how to deal with the situation. When the new firm start entering into the market, they started thinking it in a new way. Okay, when they started new way, that will definitely help for the companies improve the performance, and that is a positive trend for the business to improve themselves and survive for a long period of time in the organization. And sixth point is, it helps in improving the performance. Definitely as a changes how it's going to take place, it is definitely help. Now whatever the external forces are there, it also create opportunity, it also created threats, but both the things definitely helps for the business to improve themselves. This is most important. Now enterprises that are thoroughly screening their environment not only deals with the changes, also adapting to external forces helps to improve the performance and survive in the market. Now whatever the changes which will be taking place, it is definitely helps a business to improve themselves in the existing situation. Whatever the existing situations are, it helps them to change it, and whatever the changes are taking place, they can adapt it. With the help of this, what happens, they can survive it for a long period in the organization. Okay, so I can give one example. Continuously when we start monitoring these kind of environment like opportunity, threats and all, definitely it will help us to improve our performance in the organization. So this is what about the importance of the business environment. Thank you.